Yo, Mark, what's good? What's good?
What's good, bro? Good, man. Let's fucking go.
All right, today I want to talk a little bit about deepfakes because MrBeast just today posted about a deepfake about him. Basically, what we've seen more and more happening right now is that people deepfaking celebrities and then promoting scams. So, for example, I want to start directly with this one. Let me just share my screen. Here we
Oh
go.
man, that's actually super dangerous.
It
It's like the
is
same.
super
I think we
dangerous.
talked about deepfakes in general already. Um,
Yeah,
some of they were like voice only so far, right? When that your parents might get a call and they're like,
yeah.
"Hey, this is Mark. Whatever, they got me. Please transfer money here and here." And now with the
Yeah.
video already, oof, this is going crazy. All right, show us the video. Show us
No,
what you got.
exactly. It's freaking crazy. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second, but let's just watch the video quickly. I mean, it's super shitty quality, but yeah, basically like, hey, I'm Mr. Beast.
I'm
Um,
MrBeast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Click the link below to claim yours now.
yeah. So basically, he's just saying, hey, I'm Mr. Beast. I'm doing the biggest iPhone 15 giveaway. Just click the link below. And yeah, it's just crazy. A lot of people clicked on there. Of course, all getting scammed. But yeah, Mark. So I want to talk about
That's wild.
today. I want to talk with you about it. Like, how are measurements? What are measurements you're thinking of that people can do to basically not getting scammed, as well as speak of platforms, right? Because you can then separate between personal, like for example, as you said, like somebody imitating your voice, and then calling your parents. So that's on a personal level, and then of course on the platforms itself.
All right. So I think on there's different. All right, let's go platforms first. So on platform level, I think that these bigger companies, these tech companies, they need to have a way because these technically are filters, so that you should have a way to figure out if there was something messed with, if it's AI generated or not. So they need to have this implemented already. I think one of the problems will be though if it's something on Twitter and upload it. Um, so you could upload technically on a different platform and then use that content. It's really, really hard to regulate. Think about that one because it's not only uploading because maybe you just have a deepfake account and this is your content. It's crazy. I don't know.
So let me jump in there right there because I did a little research because like, okay, what is actually already out there? So Intel actually started on a project already in 2014, and it's called deepfake, like a deep effect, like fake catcher. That's what it calls. So Intel's, it's called fake catcher, and basically what it does, they were like, okay, what makes humans human, right? So in the end, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, people are like, what is it? Is it the eyes? I don't know, but it's actually the blood flow. So actually our veins in our body changes color when blood flows. So basically with the image, with the video, they can like on different like the pixels change just a little bit of color and they're measuring it all across your face.
But how would
And
they
that's
do
how
that?
they
How what the video quality? What is needed?
that's a good question. I'm not sure what the quality is. Probably like HD or something like this. I
Ah,
didn't
okay.
find the quality that needs to be, but it's quite interesting because it's in real time, so they can measure it in
Mm-hmm.
real time, and 96% accurate. So I think it's really really cool because in the end, for bigger platform, maybe Facebook ads, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Twitter ads. Like you want to upload something, and you want to make sure as the platform that not fake news or anything are getting just like promoting other products or
So,
scams.
but that also means that all these bigger ones, think about it this way. Now it could be flagged or whatever, but that means if it's real, 4%, first of all, 4% are going through then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And second of all, that means those ones who are, what's the accuracy the other way around, right? Like, what are actually real ones that are flagged as fake?
That I don't know. So
Okay.
that's like something that's interesting to see. I mean, there are also different ones, right? For example, then
Mm.
there's Sentinel. They're also around for like a lot of years. Um, yeah. So it's
Also, are they
interesting.
already caught
Mhm.
up onto the current technology? Because, I mean, deepfakes were shittier back then.
Yeah. So that one was just an article recently on
Mm-hmm.
Intel's fake catcher. I mean, they've been developing for like I don't know 8 years, something this. So that's quite interesting to see. But Mark, let's go to the personal level. Okay, what scams have we seen lately? And of course, how can people prevent this?
All right. So one of these ones are the classical calls. I mean, there has been a thing. they're like, hey, basically a hostage call. So like, hey, mom, these people they have me, and they want you to transfer money to this bank account. So the voice, they basically clone your voice, and then they make a call to your parents, whatever, or whoever your spouse. In this case, it's super important that you have a safe phrase that only your partner or your parent knows in this kind of situation to avoid that they scam you. This is one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, what else do we have in scams nowadays? I mean, we have email. Let's go classic, right? You have classic email ones. Prince of Samunda.
He needs to transfer his money out, right? He has his 10 million, 50 million. He will give you parts of it if you are able to provide
Yeah.
a small amount.
Exactly. The Nigerian Prince, not of Zamunda. That's a good movie, but no, 100%. We have the emails, then we have the calls now. I'm guessing now it's going to get more into the video, makes it even more realistic. Yeah, I think then what else we got, Lucas?
I think it's interesting to spin this out a little bit further with the videos, with the fake videos, for example, MrBeast. Because right, yeah, personal, that's one thing. Yes, you can have a code word or something. I mean, WhatsApp, etc. There's always a different story. Because then they would need to clone your WhatsApp as well. But let's stick, for example, upcoming elections, right? In US, etc. So think about it. All the big platforms. So when Trump first got elected, right? So that was like all the entire scandal, how people are getting manipulated on social media. And now imagine if there's no boundary on social media, like for example, Facebook, Instagram, so Meta in general, don't regulate all of this, right? So they don't have like filters for catching fake news, or not even fake news, but actually like deep fake videos.
Yeah.
That this can go become very, very shitty. Like for example, on the other one, Sentinel, one of these deep fake protections, they even like showed that in India, they're actually winning elections like this. So right now,
Really?
like some of those officials, yes, they're using like it's on the official Sentinel website. They're like using here it says Indian politicians are now using deepfakes to win new voters. So yeah, so basically stuff like this happens already on a global scale, and now imagine it on like US, etc.
So do we? All right. Okay. So okay, I think in general in scams, I think it's super important to understand who the scammers are, right? And what scale are we talking? In terms of the election back then, it was talked about that Russia did this, but you can also go in a more granular scale, right? You could be like, hey, individual want that their party wins, etc. So that the
Yeah,
scale is now not fighting, I don't know, one front, let's say, out of the country, but even on an individual level.
yeah,
And I think that might have different impacts.
it gets so much easier, right? So now you can like probably in
Easier to scam, you mean?
yes, it gets so much easier
Okay.
to scam. So for example, it gets so much easier to just create a deepfake video. So that makes it way easier, and like everybody is not safe, especially as
Yeah.
long as you have a decent amount of video. Like for example, all content creators, right? They have a lot of content of the video, of the face, as well as the voice, like podcasts, etc. So they can create like content, right? For example, I mean, we already talked about this in another podcast. There's an interview of Steve Jobs
Oh yeah, and Joe
with
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, right? It's like, I mean, they're just like two AIs talking to each others, which is really nice. It's a really nice conversation. But then, of course, you have the downside that we're just seeing right now happening all over the internet. But yeah,
So I can't believe they're actually doing this with MrBeast. Well, I can and I cannot. It's crazy because obviously he's super famous, and now it's super smart, bro. iPhone giveaways. Click on here. I was like, hell yeah, I
yeah,
click on that.
yeah.
And that's
Especially because
probably
it's right his down his niche, right? He's just like always
yeah.
like, I does crazy stuff, and now he's like, guys, that's not me. I don't know who's doing this, but it's definitely not me.
No, that's a next level thing. I'm actually super intrigued to see what elections are this year, right? Well, next year in 2024.
Yeah.
What's going to happen there? And I mean, it's crazy. I think in general that there will be an overlap until all the technology catches up to 100%, and there will be regulation, or at least they have to do something, right? Big platforms,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's just going to be a disaster. Or do you think there could be a re-election?
I don't think it will ever happen that it's going to be a re-election because of this. But yeah, I mean, let's hope it never comes to that point. But
Mhm.
I mean, I've seen more and more AI tools that allow like checking for like deepfakes. For example, I've seen another one that I actually just tried or wanted to try. It's called Deepfake Detector. But the problem is
Uh-huh.
like you directly have to pay, and it's like very pain in the butt. It's
Mm.
in the show notes. Wait, I'm adding them
Mm.
in the show notes. No, it's in the show notes. So
Mhm.
the thing is, with this tool, I right now you need to cut like the audio to exactly 6 seconds, etc. As a pain in the
Uh,
butt, and then you have to subscribe. Wanted to run the video of MrBeast through it, right? I wanted to see, hey, is it a deep fake? Is it not? How accurate is it? But yeah, sadly, I didn't want to pay 25 euros just to test it. But it's a cool concept. And you're seeing there's the need is there more and more, especially for content creators. So yeah.
Actually, this is this is a crazy thing. I now remember this when I was doing an internship at Mercedes. So it must have been was 2014. No, 2015. Oh no, 2016. So it's now already 7 years ago. They were talking about deepfakes, but even crazier
Hmm.
things that you can spoof a number. So basically, they
What
would
is
call
spoofing?
you. So spoofing is basically they would show it would show then Lucas Leisner is calling. So you can do
Ah,
this.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
they actually have like, hey, Lucas is then you could like I don't know. In this case, it was like the CEO of Mercedes would call, and then they have deepfake voice already, and I would do the calls. And that was 7 years ago. Think what they
Damn.
can do nowadays. Like Dieter
Yeah.
Zetsche is like super famous German CEO for Mercedes, and he has like a very distinct voice.
Yeah.
Um, it's very very crazy. That was already 7 years ago. I forgot about this,
Yeah.
and now they like it's
Now
fucking
imagine with
here.
video, right? Because
Yeah,
I mean, humans are very visual people, and then, or well, beings, and then you're just like seeing that, and you're like, yeah, of course that makes sense. Like, why wouldn't he say that? But yeah.
yeah, no, I
Uh,
know. And if you don't go crazy and you just go like I don't know, 5% lie, 95% fits character, you're already
yeah.
golden. Honestly, you're just
Yeah.
like, hey, donate here if you don't need to, but if you want to donate, fuck yeah, who gives a
Yeah.
fuck?
That is true. All right,
It's
Mark,
just,
to summarize, I'm just going to give a quick summary here. So, in
mhm,
general, deepfakes right now, for example, what we're seeing with MrBeast is taking over right now the internet. So, MrBeast, well, they deepfaked his video and then just trying to get a scam, like scamming people. Now, the next move would be from all the big social medias like Facebook, like Meta in general, Twitter, etc., to have detection tools that are before a video is being uploaded directly checks whether it's fake or not. There are different methods, like for example, Intel offers with this fake catcher that actually, if it's a high quality video, you can see they're measuring blood flow in the face, etc., and
mhm,
other like it's called gaze checker, so you can see
yeah.
whether with the eyes movements or whether it's fake or not. Yeah, these are great options, and yeah, I'm sure. Let's hope it won't impact the next election. And yeah, Mark, do you have
Well,
another topic you want to talk about?
no, actually, well, I have a few things, but I think let's go on another day maybe, because I like
Awesome,
it short. Let's try this short one today and see how it goes.
awesome. All right, everybody, catch you in the next episode, and that's the pod.
Twins out.